Up next, my colleague Song Yoo-jin touches upon the potential issues to be addressed during this latest summit between the leaders of Korea and Canada that is scheduled to start in fewer than 2 hours from now.
President Yoon is meeting Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on Wednesday afternoon. Marking the 60th anniversary of diplomatic ties between the two countries, Trudeau is visiting Seoul, the first Canadian leader to do so in 9 years. President Yoon and Prime Minister Trudeau last held a bilateral summit in Canada in September 2022. There, the two agreed to build a comprehensive strategic partnership focusing on 5 priorities: human rights, defense and security, cooperation on supply chains and critical minerals, climate change and environment, and health and culture. Based on this, the two countries are likely to discuss further expanding their partnership this time. And with just 2 days left until the G7 summit in Hiroshima, the two leaders will touch upon some of the summit's key issues, like supporting Ukraine and addressing climate change. Trudeau's office has confirmed that the bilateral talks will prioritize collaborating with G7 partners on these two issues.
Ukraine is incredibly important for Canada. There's over 1 million people in Canada that have roots back to Ukraine. And so Trudeau could be advocating for more support around refugees, information sharing agreements, as well as security.
The current Canadian government has been putting a strong emphasis on net zero emissions and transitioning to a greener economy.
So I can imagine the two sides will want to do what they can to help further open the doors and set the stage for closer collaboration between experts and businesses to work on areas such as critical minerals, developing cleaner sources of energy, or decreasing carbon footprints in existing energy production.
Besides these topics, Canada could also propose a new quadrilateral security dialogue alongside the United States and Japan, following the resumption of the back-and-forth diplomacy between the leaders of Seoul and Tokyo. Japanese media outlets reported in March that Trudeau proposed setting up this 4-way cooperative framework to counter China, North Korea, and Russia when he met with Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida in January. Song Yoo-jin, Arirang News.